Heyo. How we doing? Just a minute here. I seem to be having an OBS issue. In the meantime, what games are we playing right now? Recently, I've been playing a lot of Sea of Thieves. They just started their new season. I played for like 6 hours, and then I realized why I stopped playing, because there's a bunch of sweaty people. And it just makes it not fun to play. That's just me though. Unreal Engine just seems to feed all of my resources today. Anyone having issues on your end? Like, does my video look choppy? Does my audio sound weird? Might just have a low FPS for this stream. This may have been happening all the time, I just haven't realized it until now. Oh, 30 frames. Heavy dubs. How's it going? E-dubs, tell me. How do I sound? How do I look? Oh, music's probably still really loud, isn't it? Let me fix that. What's that? Sorry. Keep forgetting to turn that down. I turn it up whenever I'm not talking. But I know my mic is quiet. I think it's facing the right way. Sorry if this is ear rape. Sorry, I will get this figured out in just a second. How about now? Does this sound any better? I don't want it to be like super gainy, but I increased my microphone a little bit. Good? Alright. All kinds of streaming issues today, apparently. But I really need to some PC upgrades so that I can get better video quality. I know Unreal just eats up all of my resources, and that's what it seems to be doing right now. At least my graphics card. Anyway, what are we doing today? We got some optimization to do because, like my stream, my game kind of runs like shit right now. And I think I know why, but I'll play around with that today. If we get through that, at least like to a point where the game's not choppy, we'll go back to the item drop system because we're almost done with that. But we'll see. Anywho, get it here. So I pull this up. Now my frames are better, but that's because I have the scalability setting turned all the way to low, meaning like the graphics are less than what they would be normally. And even then, it's still only 30 FPS. That's like the bare minimum of what you need. So there's a couple things that I know are like really destroying that number. One is the camera that's following the group, right? Because we set it so that it would like not just strictly attach to the group, you know, but kind of follow behind them, making it seem kind of like eerie and like something's like following the group as they walk down the path. The way I set that up, I knew as soon as I did that, like I knew that was a bad way to implement it. I was just more prototyping. OnlyFans when? Never. If I could do an OnlyFans for just feet, then maybe, but I don't know if that would make any money. Your veiny arms? I don't think my arms are that veiny. I mean, like right after the gym is probably when they're most veiny, but I don't know. I'm not like I don't go to the gym and like train for physique or anything. Like I don't look like a bodybuilder that just has veins popping out of my arms everywhere. Anywho, the other big thing I think that is tanking our FPS is all the capture textures, right? Because each one of those is basically recording whatever it's looking at, right? And then sending all of that data into a texture. And we have like 12 of those now. We have one for each item. So I think we can make it so that we only have one of those and just change out the item. I think that would be a lot better. But and there's a couple other small things, like we could do like the foliage culling. Like I already kind of have that. Let me show you here. Change my camera speed. Like as I get closer or farther away, right, the foliage disappears. That saves on resources a lot, but I feel like I could fine tune that a little bit more. But I don't know how much of an effect that's gonna have. So I'm gonna start with the capture textures. I think that's causing more of an issue than anything else. But if you haven't seen it yet, you can look. I know it's super pixelated. I have it purposely set for that so we can get more frames. It doesn't look like that, I promise. It's just the editor setting so that my computer doesn't die while I stream. Obviously, insert minigame here. They come back, right? Enemy dies. Players take damage, right? And then an item drops. And it looks really funky. It's supposed to be a completely transparent background, but that might just because of the scalability settings I put. But anyway, when that happens, the user's phone screen will change to show obviously a picture of the item, what the item's called, the description, like what it does, and then they have two options. One, to pass, meaning like they don't have any interest in this item and they don't want to take it. Maybe like if they already have an item in this slot and they don't want it, like in this case it's a helmet. If they already have a helmet in their inventory, if they got this item, it would replace that item, and maybe they don't want to do that, so they have the option to pass. or they can roll for it. And if you play like World of Warcraft, you know what this means. Like you roll a number between 1 and 100. Whoever rolls the highest number in the group gets the item. But yeah, right now I have just stopped because I'm still working on the item drop system. But I wonder. I'm gonna turn my scalability settings back up a little bit. I want to see if that fixes that transparency issue or not. As you can see, my frames just tank when I did that. Yeah, 15 FPS for a game is not good. When I go to the mini game level that has nothing but this UI element, I get 120 FPS. Now we're back to 15. There we go. That's better. That's what it should look like. Yeah, okay, so that's just the scalability thing. That's fine. Alright, go back down to low. Okay. Well, I guess let's go... Where's it? This thing. All the way up here. These things are located all the way outside of the skybox, just for purposes of, like, I don't want the purple lighting that's down there or the fog to affect these capture textures. So, as you can see, there's 12 of them for the 12 items that we've made so far. And the way this is set up, I would have to add a new one every time I add an item, and that would cause even more lag, I think. So we're gonna make it so that just one of these boxes needs to be here, but we can just change the item that appears inside of it. Hopefully, that's the goal. So the way I think I can do that is if I reference one of these from the group, because the group is where the logic is that controls what item drops, I think. Let me double check that actually. Item dropped. Yeah, set item right here. So with this, what we do is we actually just tell our HUD what item it is, and it chooses among those 12. So instead of that, I think we can take the capture box, just whichever one we're going to use, and then update its item so that we only need the one capture box for how many ever items. And that way too, if more items are added in the future, that wouldn't be an issue. So first thing we need is a reference to our capture box. I'm just going to call this capture box, and this is going to be reference or a variable of type item. What is it? Item UI showcase reference. We want to set this to visible. We also want to no, we don't need to expose on spawn, but setting it to visible, then we can go right here. Where's our group at? Go back to these guys. So now we have a thing to select here, and we can just select any of these that we have here. So I'll just select the first one, and that means that every other one, right, all of these, we can go ahead and delete. And by deleting them, we might just get to see our frame rate go up just from doing that. We'll see. Yep. That was the majority of the problem. Look at that. As soon as I got rid of those, we're back up to 120 FPS. So yeah, that was the big issue, and I knew that. Let's change this back now. Let's see. Back to Epic. We're at about 90 frames on the Epic settings, which is what we're always on. And I think that's great. That should work perfectly fine. While we're playing the game, it's jumping between 70 and 80 frames, and that's still really good, I think. Yeah, that's fine. But now, because I deleted all those, watch, it's gonna have an issue. Yeah, see, our texture is not moving now because we removed that capture box. So we have to fix that. Go back into our group here. Also need this one, the blueprint for our capture box. Where is it? Right here. So by default, I don't think I have an item in here by default. Yeah, I don't. Okay, so that, yeah, so we'll have to set the blueprints for these items here based on whatever number is picked here. So then we need to take, I'm gonna rename this to capture box ref, because it's a reference to the capture box. Get this. Let's move this a little bit so it's easier to see. Okay. So then we need to make a function to set the item. So we'll do that here. Set. Call it set current item. And then from our group, all our set current item function. That's fine. So pull this back. This checkbox is only used down here. That just stops the players from continuing walking because an item dropped. This is where you set what item drops in your HUD. And so right here is where I'm going to put that current item. Put that in there. Okay, so then here we need an input. It's going to be an integer. It's going to be called item, because we could just take that from here, plug it straight in here. That's fine. So I think here, how did I do it here? Yeah, see, here's where I set up to have those 12 capture objects. So actually, let me we actually don't need any of this anymore, right? I can actually, well, I'm gonna leave it here because I wanna keep these numbers the same. I believe it just goes yeah, it goes so weapon, helmet, torso, legs, and then it goes by basic, mid-tier, high tier. And that makes up our 12. I guess I don't need this anymore. Take that out. That. Return that. So get that number. And we say that current item. And then for this one, we need a switch statement. So we need to add 12 pins, remove the default pin. And our 12 pins going from 0 to 11. Just because that's the way that lists work in programming, they're 0 based. So then, well, I guess before we do this, we need to, not you. An item, say set child actor class nothing, so we null it. Meaning, because we want this to change every time, right? So we gotta make sure that each one is cleared first before we set a new one. I did that. Same thing. That clears them both, and then we just got to set up the child actor class based on the number that's given here. So the first three, 0, 1, and 2, those are your weapons. So we're gonna duplicate this little piece right here, and do this. Because the first three items are weapons, we're going to set the weapon item. And this one is going to be the basic sword. It should be basic. Oh, I did horrible naming. Okay. What are you? No. I think I want this one. Ink. Like that. Hang on. Make sure I have this right. Because I did a horrible naming convention. Oh, if I can type. This one. If I simulate, does this rotate? It does. Okay, so that is the right one. I need to go back and rename that. Let me do that real quick. Before I forget. Basic sword. Item. Do this for all of them. Because I already have another item that is named those things. Backpack item, I did that. Okay. Back to this. Clear you. Yep. Okay. So yeah, basic sword item. This is mid-tier bow item. And this is high-tier axe item. Cool. But then for all the rest, except for that backpack, because for some reason the people who made the art assets that I'm using made the backpack count as a weapon. And weapons are static meshes, whereas armor pieces are skeletal meshes. We have to distinguish them. So then we can grab this, copy it a bunch more times. The next three are going to be the helmet. Or the helmet pieces, I guess. Again, going basic, mid-tier, high-tier. So this is going to be basic helmet. And I believe I have these ones named correctly. Yes, basic helmet item. Mid-tier helmet item. And high-tier helmet item. Cool. Next torso. So this is gonna be the weird one because the backpack is a torso item. It counts as a weapon item, whereas the other two, the satchel and the shoulder pads, they're both armor items. So, copy of you. Okay, let's actually separate these and then comment them so we know later. Or no, shoot, the first one's weapons. This one's helmet. Yeah. Alright. Grab these three down here. So, first one is the basic shoulder pads. I can't type. Sorry. Basic shoulder pads. This one's the backpack. Oh, maybe it's... Sorry, not basic backpack. Mid-tier. Mid-tier backpack. Where's my mid-tier backpack item? Can I name it that? Alright, just look at that. Oh, it's just called backpack. Okay. My bad. Backpack item. And then last one is high tier satchel item. Yeah. So this one's a weapon. This one's an armor item. And then these can be plugged into 6, 7, and 8. Or items 7, 8, and 9. Want to think of it that way. Call this torso. And last but not least is boots. And those are all armor items. That works out. I know this is kind of hard to see, I just have to connect wires. All I'm doing. Alright. This is basic boots. Mid-tier boots. This one. And it's doing that thing again. Yeah. For some reason, sometimes Unreal, like, when I see it, it pops up that little window. Like if I click on a drop down here, it'll pop up that window for half a second, and then it'll disappear. So like I can see it through OBS. I'm guessing you all can see it too because OBS sees it, but I can't see it in my Unreal window. I have to look over at OBS to see it, which is weird. Anywho, boots. All right. Now that that's there, we can go to our capture material. We can get rid of this parameter because we no longer need it. How do you do that? Back to this capture. And delete all of these. Oh, just kidding, not yet. Why are they in the main level? Saved. What in the main level is he? There's nothing in the main level, is he? Okay. What's with you? Yeah, it's fine. Wait, what? Oh. Let's see. This capture text. What happened? Unreal, what are you doing? Why aren't you? I just see a black screen. Why is OBS and Unreal colliding? Okay. Give me 1 second here. Hide that for a second while I restart Unreal Engine. Being dumb. In other news, I'm thinking about streaming 2 or 3 times a week, but making them smaller streams. So like I stream like 2-3 hours now on Sundays. I'm thinking like 1 hour streams, like do one on Wednesday night, one on the Sunday nights. I don't know. What do you think? I think that would work better for me, in the sense that I'm working on stuff more consistently, but also not like for 3 hours straight and getting burnt out every time. Just a thought. Also, if I did that, I could become a Twitch affiliate. Not that I care about that. But I have to stream more than 1 day a week in order for that to happen. I also need 50 followers, which I don't have yet. But again, I'm not trying to make a career out of streaming. Just a thought. Okay, are we fine now? Try this again. I think we're fine now. Are you being dumb again? I think you're being dumb again. Yep, that fixed it. Alright. See here. Where did my... This guy. Yeah, you. Okay. I think that should... Oops. I don't need to do that. I think that should be everything. Let's see if it works. Ooh. A little jumpy. Definitely gotta fix that next. Because even though like our efficiency issue has been mostly fixed, I still don't like the way it jumps. The camera. Come back. Front dies. Players take damage. Item drops. Okay, so that's time it spawns sword. I guess I need to look at this on my phone. Make sure everything's still working correctly. Give me just a second. While I'm doing this, I'm gonna do some shameless self-promotion. If you're not following me here on Twitch, please do so you know when I'm streaming next. Especially if I consider switching up when I stream. But also, I have a YouTube channel, and I post all my VODs there, and I also want to start posting some like stream highlights there too, if I get around to edit. So if you wouldn't mind going and subscribing, link is down below. You'll also get a little shout out here on stream. I think I have that set up correctly for an alert to happen if someone subscribes to my YouTube channel. Would greatly appreciate it. Let's see what else. I have a Discord channel. If you're not in my Discord channel, that is where I want everyone to be active mostly, because we do everything game dev related in there. What else we got? We got Instagram, we got Twitter. All those links are also down below. I'm not super active on those, so if you don't want to follow those, that's totally understandable. And most recently, I joined TikTok. So I take clips from stream and turn them into TikToks, because those actually get quite a few views. So all I'm trying to do is grow a community of game developers. So I have all these things. So if you want to do me a favor, go like some stuff, go follow me. I would really appreciate it. Okay, let me... Sorry, gotta get some things set up so I can both access the game from my phone and also show you what my phone is seeing. Give me just a minute here. Running. You are starting up. Angular servers always take forever to start up, which I guess I understand. There's a lot going on there. But give that just a second to start up. I feel like there's one other plug I forgot. Oh yes, Extra Life. I realized that over the past like 2 or 3 weeks, my panel, which made it really easy for you to donate, disappeared, and I had to reconfigure it. But that should be all good now. It's right down below. Also, the link to go to my Extra Life page should also be there. If you are in the position to donate, I know not everyone is, but if you are, none of that money goes to me. It all goes to St. Vincent Children's Hospital, and I greatly appreciate it. You know, the kids need your help. Also, for every $1 donated to my Extra Life, I will do 1 push-up on stream. So if you really want to see me suffer, please donate. Almost there. Something else I wanted to talk about. I need to write these things down because my memory is horrible. There we go. Okay. I think we're all good to go here. Let me turn on my... Wait, is it still going? Yeah, here we go. Yeah. There we go. There's my phone. Okay. Yeah, that's my phone screen. That's what will show up whenever... I guess I gotta go to the main menu, don't I? Whenever you go to the URL, which right now is just an IP address to my computer, so I'm not going to show that, obviously. So, main menu, right? I go to this character creator screen, right? Enter my name, or whatever name you want your character to be. You can play around with customization a little bit. Use blue hair. That guy works. Gonna be a wizard this time. Gloves. Those probably go best. Yeah. Probably those ones. Press play. There's my character in game. Has my name and everything. Because I was the first player to join, I'm the group leader, as always. Oops. Sorry. I need to change that so that I can't rotate my phone. Even accidentally. Like, I mean, obviously I can rotate my phone, but like, the screen doesn't update when I rotate my phone, is what I meant. So I press start game. There's my character. I just realized my character's... When you pick the blue hair, your character's hair is very light colored in this area. Kind of interesting. Anyway. Let's continue. Come back. Gotham dies. I kicked his ass. I take some damage, and then item drops. And you can see, basic boots tells you what this item does. Obviously, the rotation on those boots for the capture texture is not good. I'll have to fix that. That's something I have to do in Blender, actually. I'm gonna have to export all of these into Blender and change their origin point so that they all rotate around the center of themselves. Because right now, their origin points are all like in the same spot, so that when you put them onto a character, it lines up correctly. So for that reason, when you try to make them rotate in front of a camera, they're not all in the same place. If that makes sense. I don't know if it did. But that's what we got for item drops right now. So that looks like it's all good. Cool. Alright, so next thing, we got most of the efficiency issues out of the way, but we want to fix that camera. So And go back to the forest, 'cause that's where it is. For our camera actor, the thing that follows the group. And I want to say all of that logic is in the level blueprint. Yes, right here. Right now we just have basic interpolation for rotation and location set between the camera's current location and the location of the first player in the group, meaning the player that's in the front. But if you look here, this event is being called a lot, so 100 times every second. That's really not a good way to do it, and I know that. I knew that when I created it. But the way I do things is I prototype them, just get something to look kind of the way I like it, and then go back later and make it more efficient. So, what can we do to fix this? Well, first thing, get it off of this, or maybe not get it off this event, but maybe make it so this event isn't called nearly as often. What I'm thinking is create a timeline and then use that timeline to cause the interpolation, and like make the I'm trying to think of this in my head. But I can't make the timeline loop because at the end of the timeline I need to reset the camera's start location to where it is now, because otherwise it'll just follow the same like 5 meters every loop. So let me see here. First thing let's do, let's add a timeline. We'll call it camera interpolation. Yeah. So then this camera interpolation timeline is going to control, what is it? It's not going to do that. Maybe we need a different node here. Interpolate, interp2. A lerp for linear interpolation? Yes. Yes. Okay. Wait. No, that's not right. I need a node like this, but for vectors and rotators, not float. We lerp. There we go. Lerp vector, and then do the same thing with the rotator. Yeah, these are the nodes it needs. So then the timeline here is going to control this alpha value, and this alpha value is just going to be between 0 and 1. 0 meaning it's at point A, 1 meaning it's at point B. That makes sense to anyone who's not a programmer. Probably not, right? If it does, you're incredibly smart. So let's play from start. On update, we want to set the actor location and rotation. Move you down here. We don't want you or you anymore. I need you. Hang on to that. So when it's at 0, right, meaning at point A, where we want to start the interpolation, we want it to start at the camera actor's current location, but we don't want it to use this node because obviously this is going to change as the camera actor moves. I think the camera actor, I guess the camera actor doesn't have it, we just need to have a variable here for camera start position. It's going to be vector. I have another one for camera start rotation. One's going to be a rotator. So I don't want to set it here, I guess. Set here. Let me take this, not you. Take this. Plug you up here. These variables are set before the event is called. Yeah. You know, you're gonna go here. You are going to go there. And then maybe. After it's done, we want to do this again. Yes. So, starting position is camera start position. Starting rotation is camera start rotation. End point. I don't think I can just put this in, because same reason we can't put the camera actor location and rotation in there, because that's going to change as the timeline goes on. And that's just going to cause issues. We need to capture this as a temporary variable, just like we did here, I think. Yeah. We'll just make this probably 1 second. I don't know. We can change that around if we need to, but I think that will be fine, because that makes this event at least called, what, 99 times less every second than what it was. So drag these one back here a little bit. We need 2 more variables. So group current position, be a vector. Add a new one, group current rotation. Make you a rotator. Set you there. Set you there. And then group current position there. Group current rotation is there. So that way, you just plug these values in here. That might be a little weird. I don't know. Because it shouldn't change the rotation on what? The Y? Going like up and down this way? It should be fine, but might cause some weird rotation. Either way. I guess that, copy all that down here and plug you in there. That way those values are reset at the end of the loop, and the loop, or at the end of the timeline rather. And then because we sent this event to be 1 second, we'll set this timeline to be only 1 second long. But as soon as it's done, this event fires again. That should be fine. Should be. Here we're gonna add a float track. Make it 1 second. Nope. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Out of here. I wanted to change the time. Okay. So then add a key, add another key. At time 0, meaning at the very beginning, the value is going to be 0. And at time 1, meaning at the end, our value is going to be 1. There it is. Now when we go back, now we have our track here. This is the thing going from 0 to 1. Plug this into our alpha value. I'm thinking that's all we need, but find out. Whoa! Why did it do that? Ooh, something's... A little jumpy. It was kind of doing what we wanted, but just not the right timing, I don't think. So that's not what I wanted. This thing. No, kidding. This thing. Yeah. So, oh, it's because the initial start delay. I had it. That. Let's do that, and then maybe 1.01. I don't think that'll make the change we want, but see, it jumps to the like very beginning or something. That kind of actually fixes the like jumping issue though. It's just in the beginning. It like screws up. It like doesn't find the group leader. I wonder if instead of setting it to the group leader, just set it to the group object. I would have to change the offsets a little bit, but then it wouldn't have that issue because what's happening is the group, like players, they're not spawning in immediately. So it's trying to find that player one, and he's just not there for that first half second. So also, I just realized in the first round, the player's health stuff is not here, but it shows up after they come back from the minigame. Interesting. Giving me errors. I know what the errors are. It's because you can't find the first player at the very beginning of the game. I understand. So, go back into our blueprint here. So here's the logic for getting those offsets from player one, right? So if instead we take this out and we just put in group, let's see where that puts us. That should stop the camera from jumping back to the origin. That's what it was doing before, is jumping back to the world origin because it just couldn't find the object it was looking for. And it's still doing that. Why is it still doing that? That's not bad, honestly. I would like it a little bit higher, I think. That is some strange behavior. Access none, trying to read property child. Where are you reading property child actor anymore? Well. Oh! We forgot to change it here. Sorry. That's why we're still getting that error. Ooh. Okay. But it seems kind of delayed at first. Oh, whoa. Oh, so it's starting. Oh, you know what? It's because I'm setting that variable initially, the camera start position, which is always. Oh shoot. Go. Camera start position is always right here, right where they start in the beginning of the game. So it's always going to start here and trying to move to where the players are. Shoot. Think about this one. I use more than one brain cell. I can't seem to do that. So maybe in the beginning I don't set it to this. Maybe I set it to the group start position. Like that I do this. It might just not move for the first second. Try it. Yeah, it doesn't move for the first second, but then it follows. And it seems like it's still kind of jumpy. Like you can tell every second when it updates. Oh, it still does that. Ugh. Alright. Doing that, and then does anybody have any suggestions? I am stumped. That's fine. Messy. There. Do this, and then go here instead. That a little bit cleaner. Not much, but some. I move this out too, just so you can see where things are going. I don't know. Is it helping at all, chat? Helping you understand? Probably not. That is totally okay. As long as I understand it, right? I don't know. Whatever. Why is this not doing what I want it to? That is the question. I need some way to, like, I want the camera to just follow behind them at all times, but I don't want it to be like follow their location and rotation specifically, because they're following a spline path that isn't smooth. I want that more smooth camera movement. That makes sense. I think what I had before was more accurate, but it was just extremely inefficient. And I know you can do it because I've seen games do this. Maybe I know you can add like a camera boom arm, but that doesn't, like, I don't think that changes like how its rotation is handled. Like, that's just changing the location. Like, if you like get close to a wall. You know, like it zooms in, so it's not like your camera's just clipping through the wall. I don't know if that's really useful here. I'm just gonna play around with some stuff, see if I can get it figured out. There's kind of like that little like stop. See that? Not what I want. I like where the camera is, but I just don't like it jumping like that. So let's change this back. If I just change it to 1, I feel like it's gonna give us that jumping effect again. But no, not really. A little bit. Yeah. Alright. I didn't want to do that. Do that every time. Yeah, this has to be like, or this has to be like 0.99 or something. And like that. I don't know if this. What if and this is kind of going back to the way it was before, but instead of 1 second, let's make it like 0.5 and then make u 0.49. If that makes it any more smooth, I think it should, but then kind of doing the same thing that we were before. That's definitely better, but I don't know. It's still jumpy. It's not real smooth. I just don't know how to make it really smooth. But we do this. Oh, yeah. Now we're doing this, and we're at like 70. Now we're at 90. Okay, 80, 90-ish. Still really good. Guess that's fine for now. We definitely need to change that offset though. Where are you? -15 in the Y. That's probably should change that to a -20. And then, oh wait, that's no, that's sorry. That should say it's 15. That's the rotation. U should be like a -700 before. Let's try 750. And then Z should be from 400 up to 500. Give it a little more height. needs to be higher. And I think it's far enough back. Higher, yeah. So instead of 500, let's make you 650. How that looks. Now that's higher, it seems like too far back, but maybe it's just because the falling. Yeah, it zooms in there. Just don't like the position of where the item is. I guess I can change that in the UI, but I guess I like that the way it is now too, because like you can see all of the characters clearly, whereas before like the person in the back would kind of get cut off a little. Anyway, I'll leave it the way it is. It's doing a lot better now. We're not tanking in frames. And wow, it's only been an hour. I thought that would take a lot longer. Guess I'm doing pretty good today. Give me a sec. It's getting a little dry there. Yeah, I guess we can move on with what we were doing with the item drop system. So for that, do some stuff with Angular here. Let me bring that back over. And no, this guy. This? Oh wait, this is. So let me pull back up my phone screen so I can show you what I'm talking about. Give me a second here. This thing. So this is the thing that comes up whenever an item drops, and I just realized the buttons. Oh, the buttons you have to pull. Alright, we can change that. That's fine. That actually. So instead of 80%, 80%, let's do 60? 60? Obviously updated, so it took me back to the default page, which was Forest, I think. This. No. This one. Yes. Oh, actually, it refreshed. Oh. Don't mind me. Let's do change this that dropped by default. Just for testing purposes. And our item it doesn't give us an item because the item num is set to word number. Let's set you to 3. This should be the high tier axe. Oh no, basic helmet. Right. Do 2. Yes. Yeah. So, do Oh, I'm just blind. Never mind. So this is all fine. Obviously I want it to be centered. That would look a little better. But also I want to add a little bit more information, like what slot this item goes in. Obviously, I mean, this one goes on weapon, but some other items may not be so obvious, like the torso items. So I want to say what slot it goes into, to help give the players like an idea of like where it's going to go, and if like help them realize what item is there already, because when this screen is open they can't see that. And then I also want to add a message saying like this item will replace any item that is already in this slot. So I guess we could, the simplest way I think we could do it is add a bunch of paragraphs and have them only show up depending on the number that comes back. For like item number was 0, 1, or 2, obviously that's a weapon. 3, 4, or 5, helmet, so on and so forth. And just have the helmet icon show up. Does that make sense? So sure, why not? Do oops. Paragraph. We'll say g if those item num shit is less than or equal to. And this will say, or shoot, no, it shouldn't be a paragraph, it should be, right? Oh shit, wait. Images don't have end tags, that's right. Set source to be variable. To create here. So this will be slot images. I forget the name of them. Frame 64, no. Base test. We'll try. Well, shoot, the first one's gonna be the weapon. So that's /weapon.png. First. Okay, go back here. We say slot images, item num, item dropped, item num divided by 3, because there are 3 items in each class. call it slot now. Equals item 3. Cannot find name item num. It's right above you. What? Oh. Okay, this dot item. The item divided by 3 dot division 1. That's a cloud. I thought I truncated it. I did. I change this to 3. Platinum should be 1. And not there. 4. I changed to 1. I get like a blank image. Doesn't show up. Why is that? Change to 0. Uh-huh. That one works. Oh, you know what? The other ones were... Okay, so it's the division is leaving a decimal. It's not truncating it. Dot trunk. Alright, time to bolt with my friend Google. Ah, man. 4, 3. This. Okay. So weapon. All right, let's just and then instead of weapon we say face, and we say chest, and this is feet, I think. So that way if we change the item number to 3, be the helmet icon. Not called face, or called face. So what the shit? Oh shit, I had a typo. Fix it? That will fix it. Cool. Okay, but why aren't these things working? Got the weapon one. It did not get the face. It's not getting the chest. How does it get the weapon then? I'm supposed to be doing that I'm not? No, it's all fine. This makes the difference, I'm gonna be mad, but it shouldn't. Anyway, 3. Fix the helmet. It doesn't. Why does it? Do console.log here. Fuck. Figure out what it's doing here. Slot. Okay. It's printing on screen. So platinum is 1, right? So it should be printing slot images platinum 1, which would be the face. But it's not. I don't think I did. Face, chest, feet. Yeah. Why aren't you working? I don't get it. fine. I'm doing wrong. Oops. Okay. We can do this. Just drink some caffeine, you know? Get the brain juices flowing. I just don't understand why this one works, but none of these do. Oh, wait. No. I don't think that makes a difference, but... no, it doesn't. Why... I don't get it. It's printing out the correct number. What if I do 4? Yep. That should be 2. Yes. Still not showing that item. I don't know why. But if I do this one, it'll show the weapon. Explain that to me. It's just called face, yes? Face.png. That is all it is. Well, what's the issue here? Anybody know? I keep doing that, I'm sorry. I don't know, if I change this to anything else, is it just like, if I change this to my basic boots, show up if I type in 3. No, it doesn't. Oh. So it's nothing wrong with this. Something wrong with the way maybe if I do this and instead put this where's it? This one. Instead of this, do this. I can't put that math.floor in a template, that's right. Maybe change this to sword. Or shit, not sword, but should be weapon. Next one will be torso. And last one will be, didn't want that. Boots. Maybe if we do that. Go here, we go. Oh. Oh. That's, oh, son of a. Give me a dumb command. That's why I set up logic against what I was doing. So yeah, we don't need this. Yeah. Ah, damn it. Okay. That classic not them. Make you small. Don't like that it puts you in line. Okay. Display fuck. Better. Also need to just a 50. Yeah. Okay. So then we go here, we say do hashtag item. What was it? Item drop. Can I just do content align? Center? Nope. I don't think so. Okay. Do margin. What is it? Auto? Yes. That's what we want. Not center you. Why did it center you? Oh, it's because you're... Oh. That fix you. Cool. Do text align center just for you. Give these buttons a class for roll button. How did I do that? Back here. Dot roll. Oh, this is gonna be weird. Auto doing things because they're inline items. So we're gonna do adding, I don't know, give them a little space, I guess. Made them thicker, but they're still right next to each other. Oh, that's fine. Create a div for the buttons. Okay. Then the div being a block. Okay. I know this is generally a bad practice, but it didn't work anyway. ID was for buttons. Might be a bad name, but it's fine. Do I have to put this for it to work? Okay, great. Do this then. Isn't there like an inline block? Do that and then that work? No. I don't know why I expected it. If I just change this to block, then they're gonna be put on separate lines. Right? Yeah. We don't want that. What does flex do? Flex puts them on different lines. Inline block? What does that do? Okay, so that centers them, but they're on different lines. I want them to both be on the same line, just... Where are my web devs at? How do I do this? Styling just seems to make them thicker. I want them to display block, but I want them to be like centered on the screen. Like doing this and doing margin auto does absolutely nothing. If I change you to 20, it just makes you thicker, right? It isn't necessarily bad. I just like to have them spaced out. Cool. Sorry. Myself right. Align content center. That's nothing. Alright, Google, help me out again. Okay, try this. Next, and then justify content to be space between. I put them on different lines. Why? Because they need to be let's just do our buttons group. That's better. Much better. Take this out. What is this? I like that better the other way. Yes, that looks really good, I think. I don't know if, I mean, obviously like the styling of the buttons are very basic, and I will definitely change those in the future. But for now, I think what we have there looks great. I need to change the title so that it's centered. Play block and margin auto. Okay. Maybe if I just do text align, center. That's enough. Okay. Okay. That's what it's gonna look like. Cool. I like it. So if we go back to our num here, set it to 0, make sure it's still good for all things. Right. Basic sword looks good. High tier axe looks good. We are high tier helmet. Looks good. Do 7. Will be a chest piece with a backpack, I think. Yes. And then 9. Be the basic boots. Yes. Sweet. Easy, easy. Change it to -1. It's just gonna that's fine because oh, because it's not going to start out with anything, right? We're not going to be showing this initially. Initially it's going to be this. Although maybe I want to center this. I totally can do that. Just change slots, container, and icon. And auto? Okay. Icon. Container. Did nothing also. Because I don't know. Maybe display gonna be flex. And then justify content center. Ooh. Well, not gonna worry about that right now because that's a minor feature. I'm okay with the way it is for now. Right here. Yeah. So I guess now we got to set up some way to have those item icons show up instead of the default icons here. Like if you get a helmet, that black helmet that's showing right now will disappear and be replaced by like whatever helmet you picked up. So guess that would have to be done in here. We need to have let's put you down here. We'll call it player helm equals -1. Player torso equals -1. Player oh shoot. Well, we'll do player boots for now. Equals -1. Yeah, forgot to add one. First comes player weapon. Oops. Yeah. Yes. So gotta change this, right? Our source is going to be it's going to be item images. Then it's going to be player helm. Oh shoot, no, not here. Right. But down here is where we want that. Yeah. Item images player helm. So this way, if we change player helm to say 3. Oh, very hard to. I mean, it's there, but very hard to see. So I want it to be I guess equals dot source equals assets assets slash what is it? This is for base. So we want to do an ngIf here. So this is ngIf player helm is greater than or equal to 0. Or no. Is sorry, it's less than 0. Yeah. And then this one is going to be the opposite. So this one is if is greater than or equal to 0. Why are you giving me an error here? Oh, because you don't have a end tag. So yeah, as the default there, and that way if player film goes to say 3. Then the helmet shows up there. But it's really hard to see. And... And it's not the right size either. So let's see if we can change that. So this is going to be class equals item. Over here we say dot item width. We'll say, ooh, that's really large. 200. Nope, too large. Probably 60. That's what it was before. Yeah, that's fine. Honestly, that height is fine. It's just neat. Like, it's too large. So I guess we need to make some more images for the icons. Or, like, update them at least. Ugh, that's gonna be boring. I think I'll save that for another stream. Or maybe I'll do that in between streams. Set the height to be, I don't know, 200, please. That fix things better. It's still very hard to see because it's like masked by the slot. Is the slot in front of the items? Is that what's happening? Did I do it backwards? Let's see. Slots container. I put the slots container as position absolute. Let's see if I instead this. Maybe if I do. Ah, that's much better. Okay. So that was our issue. Instead, let's go back to 160. Oop, not 1600. Hello. Update, please. Thank you. Yeah, so that looks a lot better. They might be a little too large, honestly. 150. Not better. Oh, it's because they're all being assigned to slots. Right. So you need to be 150 by 150. Then here, change all of these to item. I'm gonna make them bigger. Change the wrong one. No. Oh, it's because padding is on those ones. That would make sense. Yeah, now they don't fit. Change to like 25. This isn't needed. Alright, let's change them all back to slot, I guess. The booth kind of clip outside a little bit for that, but not the end of the world. And that does look a lot better. The helmet's just kind of squished, which, I don't know. It's not awful, I guess. Now that you can see it, it's not tucked behind the slot. I do need to make all these buttons too. But I think I'm running out of steam here. It is 9 o'clock on a Sunday. Gotta go to bed, get ready for work tomorrow. So I think I'll call it here. I think we made a lot of progress tonight. We fixed the big efficiency issue we were having. Item drops are still working properly, at least what we have for them so far. We just gotta add some functionality on the client so that the client can then roll for items and use items in the future. But that'll be stuff for the future. If you joined tonight, if you're still here, thank you. I appreciate it. As always, I love your support. But I will see you next Sunday. Goodbye.